Hello, I wanted to make a quick video to show you how easy it is to connect your Arcom RC-210 repeater controller to a weather alert radio. I came across the instructions on repeaterbuilder.com by Randy Elliott, and here you can see he uses the Reecom 1630 weather alert radio. And every time a weather alert is sent out, the alarm out jack on the back of the weather radio sends out a signal directly to the repeater controller, telling it to play the audio coming out of that announcement. Okay, so what you need is to order two cables that have audio adapters that will go into both of these jacks, and both of the cables are the same, and I used mono cables. I'll show you the instructions here where we have the weather radio, the two jacks on the back of the weather radio. The audio out goes to 100K resistor and then to pin 6 on your main board of your repeater controller. The alarm out goes to pin 16. Okay, so both of these cables have a black and a red cable. Both of these audio jacks have a black and a red cable that comes out of them. Your red cable is going to go to the resistor and then to pin 6. Your red cable here is going to go to pin 16 of your DB25 connector on the back of the Arcom. Both of the black cables for ground are going to go to pin 25 on the DB25 connector. Now, if you look at the main board, this is the Arcom 210 controller. You're going to want to find J9, and that is your audio input. And if you have the auto patch option installed, it's probably right. This is probably right where you're going to find that cable. Over here, you're going to find two empty pegs that you're going to connect to. For the audio in of the weather radio, the audio in is going to come right here to pin number 6. Okay, everything else is going to go to your DB25 connector. You're going to locate pin 16 and you're going to locate pin 25 for your ground. Once you do that, you're going to create an alarm in your Arcom software over at Logic Alarms. You're going to set it to alarm enabled, alarm number 1, and you're going to use a high to low macro to activate the weather radio on your repeater. Now, what I did is I created two macros, one for intro and one for an exit. So when the weather alert radio receives an alert, it immediately activates macro number 43. When the alert is stopped or ends, macro 44 begins. Now, over on the macro page, here's macro 43 and macro 44, and I'm going to highlight them so that you can see what they say. Okay, so I use speech out ports 1 and 2, play message macro 4, and told it to turn auxiliary audio on. The second macro is your exit macro, and that's auxiliary audio off and speech out ports 1 and 2 and play message macro 5. Okay, so both of these messages that I created, the message macro 4 and the message macro 5, simply say the weather alert on or active, and then the message macro 5 says weather alert ended. Okay, then you want to go to timers, select the global tab, and set it for about 100 seconds. That's about how long the weather announcement usually lasts. I'm going to show you real quick the cable that I created based on the instructions on repeaterbuilder.com. I ordered the 100K resistor. I created this cable, which goes to pin 6 on the motherboard. And I also bought these cables with these ends on it, so it would simply slide over the peg on the motherboard. Then I bought one of these DB25 connectors, and that is where I wired up a pin 25 for ground and pin 16 to activate. Then I have the two audio cables, which I also purchased. Everything here I purchased on Amazon. So I have the alarm out of the weather radio going into the DB25 connector, and the audio out going to the DB25 ground and to pin 6. So it's very simple. I'm going to key up the repeater real quick, show you what it sounds like whenever the alert is announced.
Connected. Which reports to NWS dot Charleston SC at NOAA dot GOV. Listening at weather alert disconnected.
Okay, so the other cool thing is once you've created your macro, you can activate it anytime. If you want to play the weather announcement anytime, you can push in your own DTMF commands and it'll play the weather alert over your repeater system. Okay, I hope this video was helpful, and please leave a comment if you have any questions. Thank you.